The enemy did its best to try to make sure I wouldn't have the file that I needed to do my program, my show this morning. Welcome back to the program, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to another show. Welcome back to another episode. Good morning or good afternoon to all of my viewers, listeners, and Soul Tribe family. The name of this program is called It's a Conspiracy, But It Ain't No Theory. It's a Conspiracy, But It Ain't No Theory is a nonprofit social service agency suicide prevention campaign servicing the needs of families and foster children at risk, lending my voice to help raise awareness by soft publishing a book trilogy called Lucy's Lair. Lucy's Lair is a graphic novel based on true events following my life as a freelance artist. This program is intended to help encourage, heal, and empower survivors of cancel culture and rape culture. Providing free information and evidence regarding child abuse, sexual assault, domestic violence, electronic harassment, gang stalking conspiracy, and true organized crimes against humanity. Your company can help by providing funds in a grant or by donating goods and services as I continue delivering this information and evidence to the public and advocating for foster children in need. Thank you in advance for all of your support, and a big, huge special thank you to everyone who has donated. On today's episode, I'm going to be discussing gang stalking, occult ritual stalking, hyper-simulation theory, covert psychological operations, plus surviving the New World disorder per usual, surviving manufactured chaos, surviving manufactured karma, spelled with a C, surviving white genocide, and surviving the electronic targeting Holocaust. My name is Adrienne Alese. I am the author and creator of a book trilogy called Lucy's Lair, Part 1, 2, and now 3. Lucy's Lair is a book trilogy reflecting my life as a survivor of rape culture, child sex trafficking, and psychological gas chambers. On this program, I advocate for women's rights, basic human rights, and the rights of those disabled. I also advocate on behalf of the foster children in the CPS systems, orphans, single mothers, foster mothers, and those less fortunate. Targeted individuals or trafficked victims are predominantly women. 65 to 70% of targeted individuals or trafficked victims are white American women or those who identify as such. This makes gang stalking an illegal operation or hate crime that is sexually and politically motivated towards American women and their children. This program is a dedication to the targeted individual community. The objective of the opposition or the counterintelligence program, COINTELPRO 2.0, is to subvert all of the target's potentiality, to terminate and to punish all supporters and sympathizers, to round down the target's output and audience, to marginalize the target, to eliminate connections and networking ability. Chapter 18, Overview of Harassment Methods Used by FBI's COINTELPRO, Operation Gladio, Covert Community Recruits, and Stay Behind Armies, or Instruction Manual for Community Gang Stalkers. The part that I'm going to be reviewing today is going to be part 6 of Chapter 18, which is Discrediting Targets. While the powerful silent support of operations by the justice and psychiatric systems has been sufficient to prevent the target from informing the public, The area of discrediting targets is an ongoing activity. Like sabotaging the target's reputation, discrediting their public statements, websites, media appearances, letters to the editor, and the like are done under the supervision of psychologists and psychiatrists on their staff. If a community-based agent has a good track record of intelligently carrying out assignments and has access to a computer, the CBA may apply to the local control center for assignment to discredit work. Excellent communication skills are required. Some of the activities CBAs carry out under supervision are monitoring message boards, blogs, and open media like indie media for target posts. This is normally done in special shifts and under scheduling and control at a higher level than your local control center. This monitoring is assisted by blog scanning software, which will detect and instantly flag posts relating to activities. So there's malware on the device that pretty much flags each and every post. It reports it as, I don't know, maybe possibly spam or something else. And then it doesn't just report it, but it goes up in there with these comments and starts trolling as well. And it infects the algorithm as well. The CBA, community-based agent doing this work, will immediately reply with comments like, quote, someone isn't taking their medication. Yeah, CBA. Or, quote, target's name has provided absolutely no evidence. The CBA will then report the post to higher-level supervisors for possibly more detailed responses. Monitoring newspapers in your area for letters to the editor regarding activities. Most editors and many reporters have been recruited and are willing to assist in keeping the important work of monitoring and neutralizing quiet, but once in a while a letter to the editor will slip through. In this case, comments like, quote, someone isn't taking their medication are not an appropriate response. Transcribe and forward such a letter to the editor, to the supervisor, along with your proposed response. The supervisor may edit your response and will assist in ensuring your response is printed. In this case, your supervisor will assign you to call into the show and instruct you as to appropriate things to say, such as rebutting the target's claims, pretending to be a target, calling and making, quote, wacko statements, such as, quote, UFOs are harassing me, or pulling the discussion away from real activities and to something like, quote, media mind control. And this UFO harassment is all a cover story for sexual harassment. Agents who have excellent persuasive communication skills can be assigned with careful coaching and preparation from supervisors to pretend to be a target and get on talk shows known to air targets as the guest. These opportunities are great ways to discredit targets by talking about UFOs, things like black helicopters following you, foil beanies, satellites, quote, parked just above your home, and perhaps events normally considered paranormal, like seeing things that appear and disappear. These discrediting topics must be a total surprise to the host, only mentioned after the show is in progress. So they don't have the confidence to actually get on my program. CBA can, quote, casually describe the odd behavior exhibited by the target as a result of around-the-clock activities to the target's neighbors. So that's 24/7 nonstop trafficking. The idea is to focus the neighbor's attention to the target's behavior, hinting that maybe the target is mentally ill, facilitating a psychological gas chamber. This is easy once the target has developed suspicion that, quote, everyone is out to get him or her.